Everyone, this is the final project of operating systems. We're building a mailbox device driver. First of all, I have included all the necessary header files in the module, and I have defined the mutex as well as the remaining variables as well as the functions. The file operations are defined as read, open, write, and release. So the mailbox will allow reading and writing. Um, so the function, first of all, I'm going to talk about is the initializer function. For this initializer function, we have a measure number that's returned by a register chrdev function. If the measure number is less than 0, then we'll fail to register, and if it is greater than 0, then we'll register the measure number. Then we'll go on to register the mailbox driver class, and unless we get any error, we'll continue registering device mailbox, and then we can call the mutex to read and the mutex to write, and return 0 and exit from the function. So the another function that's important in this module is the mailbox device read function. This allows reading of some characters that are already written to the mailbox. So if the length is within the um, limited space, then we'll be able to read from the mailbox, and we first of all lock the mutex to read, and then we see if we get any value on the error count. If error count is not equals to 0, then we'll fail to send the character to the user, and um, if it is equal to 0, then we'll be successfully able to send the message, and the size of the message will be printed on the kernel info as well. Similarly, to actually read it, we have implemented a for loop with an array that is defined with the fixed size. In this case, it's 256, and then we'll add it um, to our message array, character array. So finally, once we're done, we'll return 0, and unless we get any error, we'll successfully have read the mailbox device.
Hi, so this is a mailbox device write function and it writes messages. And so here at first we check if there is enough size to store the message. And if there is, then what we do is we first lock the mutex because we are the one who are currently accessing it. And then we run a for loop which actually stores the message in the array. And we increase the total size of the message by the size of the length, and we display that we have received this many characters from this user, and then we wake up the wait queue mutex, and once we are done with this, we unlock the mutex to write, and then we return the length. So this is a mailbox device open function, and what it does is it basically just counts the total number of times we have opened the mailbox, and it just displays the message saying the device has been opened for X number of times. So this is a mailbox device close function, and it closes the mailbox, and once it is done closing, it returns 0. So this function is called once we try to exit the module. So before exiting the module, we first need to destroy the mutex to read and write, and then we destroy the device using this function, and then we destroy the class, and then we unregister the character device, and then we finally print we are done exiting. Okay.
This is test file. Hello everyone, this is the test function. In this test function, we'll be testing the read and write operations for the device driver. we initially initialize a test open integer that will um, generate a value depending upon whether we're able to open the module or open the device or not. If we are able to open the device with the access read and write, then we'll allow the user to enter a message, and then once they enter the message, then we'll be able to read and write to the message. So first of all, we'll test write, and then for write here, we add that buffer. We pass the string that the user has sent, and then we finally write it. If writing is fails, then we return an error. um, Now we use the test read to get the get value from the read method inside the module device driver. So if that value if reading also fails, then we return an error, else the user will receive a message. Then we close the device mailbox that we had previously opened.
So in order to load the module, you need to first go into the directory where your file is located, and then you have to compile the module, and it will generate a module with extension.ko. And then next you run the install command, and that's it. So now in order to if test your module, you need to first compile the test.mailboxdriver.c file using gcc, and then just run the executable file.